doing it.
I tell you what, I say to AJ, if this goes past 5 rounds, everybody's gonna be having a go at you because you can't go past 5 rounds with this kid. It has to go past 1 round or 2 rounds. Past beyond 4 or 5 rounds, people are gonna be doubting you as a fighter himself.
Jake Paul cannot go 6 minutes with Anthony Joshua. It's just not gonna happen. You're talking about a man who starched Klitschko.
Roy Jones Jr. talks about the upcoming Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua fight. He says that AJ is going to beat Jake Paul brutally. Roy also explains that the matchup brings excitement, attention, and huge financial rewards to boxing. He believes the event is great for the sport and that the massive money involved benefits everyone connected to the fight.
I want to change subjects just a little bit here. And Anthony Joshua, there's rumours circulating he could be fighting Jake Paul next. One, do you think it's good for boxing? And two, do you think the fight will happen?
I think it's great for boxing. I think the fight will happen. AJ is 1-0 against these guys that come in to these boxing careers late. So why not? He's a perfect guy to take him out too. He took Ngannou out. Why would he not take Jake Paul out? And for him, he probably make more money fighting Jake Paul than he will fight anybody else that he can fight right now. So why would he not do it? I mean, not that he needs the money right now anyway, but if he's going to do something, if you want to get a good win to put him back on the scene, that's a perfect win. You get a lot of money doing it.
Derek Chisora has a different view. For him, the whole conversation is more about business than competitiveness. Chisora says the fight is not something fans should treat as a death match or a legacy-defining moment. Instead, it is a big opportunity for everyone involved to earn money with little risk. He points out that Anthony Joshua, Eddie Hearn, Jake Paul, and the whole promotional team will walk away with huge financial rewards. Chisora is very clear. Critics are not angry because the fight is bad. They are angry because the people in it are making a lot of money. In his view, jealousy drives the backlash more than any real concern for boxing tradition.
Jay against Jake, but what sort of gulf do you expect to see?
Listen, we are in the game of entertainment. Either entertainment in the ring or on the football pitch, it don't matter. It's called entertainment. People are going to buy tickets to go watch Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua fight. We're all entertainers, either way. So I'm happy. I'm so happy for AJ because he's doing this for himself. And you have to understand, you have to give so much respect to Jake Paul. Whatever he says, he makes it happen. Before he was like he wants to fight Anthony Joshua and people were laughing at him. And then suddenly it's happened and people are like, wow, what's going on here? So kudos to that kid, man. He's very good at promoting everything he does.
Derek, do you reckon there's a bit of jealousy from other boxers and even like pundits flying around as well? Because even since it's been announced last night and today...
I know the biggest jealousy pundit you guys have in that is Simon Jordan. I'm telling you right now, Simon Jordan right now, he must be suffering inside and out right now because he knows Eddie's making money, Anthony Josh's making money. So he is dying right now, Simon Jordan.
Look, Derek, and I know you say it's entertainment and there'll be a massive audience, but is there an element of danger as well? Look, AJ's a former world champion, and this is a guy, the best he's been in with is Tommy Fury.
Listen, he don't really care. In the boxing ring, it's the only place you can murder somebody and not go to jail. So, kudos to that. So if he gets beaten up and something happens, it's part of the game.
Well, I'm not sure that's a game that people will want to see, though.
Is it a real fight, though? Is this going to be a proper fight? You will know more than most.
Mate, let me tell you something. From how much they're getting paid, about 177 million, whatever, and they're splitting it down the middle. So I hope it's not a game because I want to see some blood. I want to see somebody's teeth falling out. So I told Anthony, I already messaged Anthony.
The talk about this fight between Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua has become one of the most surprising and interesting debates in modern boxing. Abdullah Mason gives a balanced opinion. He says we should not call the matchup a circus or assume it will be a blowout. Mason thinks Jake Paul has developed enough skill and discipline to make the fight somewhat competitive. In his view, Paul has been training seriously for years, picking experienced opponents, and gradually improving. Mason does not say Paul will beat Joshua, but he believes fans should not underestimate how much work Paul has put in. This view challenges the instinctive reaction of many boxing purists. Joshua is a former unified heavyweight champion, an Olympic gold medalist, and one of the most technically skilled heavyweights of the past decade.
The first you've heard of it?
That's the first I've heard of it. That's surprising to me.
Confirmed. 3 minute, eight rounds.
3 minute, 8 rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just your take on it. Just seeing Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua in a heavyweight fight.
I mean, I guess they doing what's best for them, you know. So I feel like, you know, I don't got too much to say on it.
I asked you before when Tank wasn't originally scheduled to face him if you'd watched it. You said you would, but is this more of a competitive challenge for Jake, do you see, because of a natural weight between them being a lot closer?
Oh, this is definitely more of a competitive challenge for them. So
Legendary promoter Frank Warren shares a similar point. He admits that no matter the criticism, everyone will still watch. This honesty shows an important truth. Even the loudest haters will not resist tuning in. Warren also says Jake Paul has been gradually increasing the level of his opponents, improving his skill, experience, and challenge. To Warren, the fight is not disrespectful to the sport. Instead, it is part of boxing's evolution, where entertainment, global reach, and financial appeal exist alongside traditional matchups. His approval shows that the industry no longer sees Jake Paul as an invader but as a continuing part of the sport.
What I think is that people will buy it. They'll watch it. And Netflix have bought it. And they're expecting to get big numbers. They've had big numbers for his last 2 fights. He's a major attraction for whatever reason. But he's a licensed boxer. He trains, he works as a fighter. I take my hat off to him for all of that. He's not a heavyweight, and he's stepping in with, people have criticised some of his opponents in the past, but he's stepping up to the plate.
Can't criticise this one, I suppose.
He's gone from one extreme to the other. He's fighting a guy, two-time world champion, as somebody who's a natural heavyweight. I know there's a weight clause thing on there, but I don't think that will make a lot of difference to AJ. And he's also a gold medalist. I think it's he's a massive favourite, AJ, for this fight. He's getting very, very well paid for it. And people will buy it. You'll buy it because it's a road crash.
He is a massive favourite. The bookies only have him at 1-10 and 1-4 to get the stoppage. Is that a bit mad to you?
I mean, look, you've seen AJ. You see what he's done with Ngannou.
Yeah, Ngannou and Jake Paul are two very...
And Ngannou's a natural heavyweight.
Yeah. I just thought those odds seemed a little bit, I suppose...
skinny.
Yeah. Yeah. Is it disrespectful to the integrity of boxing?
No, because it's... Look, you're asking a question that you know the answer to, as does most people in the industry. So, it is what it is. It's a pure money-making venture with a guy that's AJ doesn't mean too much in America. Jake Paul does. AJ's ventures in America didn't go down too well, did it? So Jake Paul does though, and he's got a massive following, and that's why he's on the A side.
Former heavyweight champion David Haye gives one of the harshest opinions. He warns that for Jake Paul, stepping into the ring with Joshua could be so dangerous that it might be his last day on earth. Haye emphasizes the huge physical difference between the two men. Joshua's size, power, experience, and athletic ability are much higher than anything Paul has faced. Haye's point is based on simple boxing logic. Joshua has knocked out elite heavyweights. Paul has fought smaller, older, or inactive fighters. The difference, Haye says, is so big that the fight should not even be seen as competitive. For him, it is a mismatch, not only technically but also physically. His warning shows how real heavyweight power can change everything.
Is going to get in a ring in a boxing match, boxing gloves, to mix it with one of the most dangerous heavyweights on the planet, someone who is Olympic gold medalist, won the heavyweight championship twice. Although he lost his last fight against a very good Daniel Dubois, he's a top 10 heavyweight on the planet versus internet sensation, someone who's a latecomer to boxing and has boxed at a very moderate level. I'm talking domestic level, and he lost to Tommy Fury, for instance, And Tommy Fury, who he lost to, versus Anthony Joshua, they're two completely different sports. So I commend Jake Paul for putting himself in harm's way, because boxing is a dangerous game. People have died in the ring. People have been seriously injured, maimed. And he believes in himself enough to do it on a massive scale, because it's not about the money. He's got enough money. This is him wanting to push the boundaries of reality. He's manifested an amazing life for himself. He's a superstar. And I think he wants to try and do the unthinkable. He wants to. It's an insane challenge he's put himself up for, but you've got to give him credit.
You say an insane challenge. You've described it before as Jake Paul being a cat versus Anthony Joshua's lion.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not equally matched on any sense, are they?
There's not one element of their boxing skill set that Jake Paul can come 15, 20% in regards to Anthony Joshua. He's a completely different specimen. Look, you'll see what it looks like when they stand next to each other. And Anthony Joshua, he's not a bodybuilder,
Renowned boxing journalist Gareth A. Davis gives one of the most thoughtful breakdowns of the Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua fight. He says this matchup is not a bad decision for Joshua at all. With hopes of a huge fight against Tyson Fury next year, Joshua needs activity, rhythm, and confidence. He has struggled to keep these due to long periods of inactivity, unexpected losses, and inconsistent fight schedules. Davis argues that Jake Paul could be a financially huge warm-up fight.